Welcome back class 8 to the online bio classes. We have already started chapter 2 reproduction in plants and animals, and today we have to continue with the topic sexual reproduction in human beings. You know that in human beings sexual reproduction is done due to the presence of male and female. Two different individuals are there. Both of them produces, like male and female, they produces gametes. Gametes means reproductive cells. Male produces, I am writing here the word gamete. Gamete means reproductive cells. Male produces the male gamete, which is known as sperm cell. And in your book the diagram is also given there of the sperm cell, like a nucleus, the tip and a long tail is there. Okay. So that sperm cell is called the male gamete. Okay. Whereas in female, the female has the female gamete, which is called ovum or egg, and the diagram of egg or ovum is also given there in your book. You can see the diagram in which cytoplasm and nucleus is shown. Okay, cytoplasm, and this one being the nucleus. Here also the head is there. This part the nucleus. The middle piece. It's important to draw the diagram in your copy also, and this one being the tail. Okay. So sexual reproduction in human beings involves two different individuals, male and female. Male produces the male gamete or the reproductive cells called the sperm, and the female produces the female gamete called ovum or egg. Now the fusion of these gametes, when sperm and ovum will fuse, it will result in the formation of a diploid cell, which is called zygote. Okay, zygote 2n I am writing. 2n means it's diploid. Both of them are haploid. Haploid means only having half sets of chromosomes. Like if our body has 46 chromosomes, the gametes will contain only 23 chromosomes. So when both of them will fuse, it will result in the formation of zygote. And now the division of cells of zygote means this zygote cell will keep on dividing, and it will result in the formation of a mass of cells, which is known as embryo. And the embryo develops into fetus. That is, a small baby is called the fetus. The fetus will grow or develop till 9 months and develop into a complete organism. That is either the male or the female. So we can write here the complete organism is produced. It can be a male or it can be a female. Fetus can be there. Okay. So what is embryo? Embryo is formed by the division of cells of zygote, and the embryo results in the formation of fetus, and the fetus will grow inside the female organ, that is the uterus. And after completing its growth and development, it will result in the formation of a complete organism, which is known as either the male child or the female child, which is produced. Okay. Now in the next topic we'll study the female reproductive organs. Okay, now you can see the board. Female reproductive organs are written there. Mainly three I have highlighted. Number 1 ovaries, number 2 oviduct, and third one is uterus. And on the right hand side, you can see the diagram of female reproductive system, which consists of the number 1, first one is ovaries. Let's start with the ovaries. These two are the ovaries. Okay, located, they are almond shaped, located on either side of the abdominal cavity. And the ovaries produces, they have two functions. What are they? The ovary produces the female gamete, which is known as ovum or egg. And the second function is, it produces the female gamete, female hormones. Two types of female hormones are produced. What are they? Estrogen, check the spelling, OEST, estrogen, and progesterone, PROGESTERONE, progesterone. These two hormones are required for the development of secondary sexual characters in females. Okay. Now one word is there. What is puberty? At the age of puberty means the onset of sexual maturity in males or females, like when a child is capable of being a parent, because they can produce the gametes or the reproductive cells. So at the time of puberty, certain changes occurs in the body of male and female child. Those changes are brought about by the hormones. In case of female, the hormones are estrogen and progesterone. Okay, but in case of male, the hormone is known as testosterone. Okay. So what is ovaries? Ovaries are the name of the primary or the main organ of the females. Where are they located? On either side of the abdominal cavity. And what is the function? It produces the female gamete, which is known as ovum or egg, and also the female hormones. What are the two hormones it produces? Estrogen and progesterone. What is the function of the hormones? It helps to maintain the secondary sexual characters in females, like development of breast, or during the pregnancy also it is required. Okay, now next, low high pitched voice. Second one is oviduct, also known as fallopian tube. Here I have written these two tube which arises from the ovary. These two from here, this side, from here also. So every month, alternate month, like this month, if this left ovary releases one egg or ovum, in the next month this ovary will release the egg during the menstrual cycle or the menstrual period. Okay, so these two tubes, the function of this tube is to carry the eggs which are released from this ovary through this fallopian tube, and it is inside this fallopian tube or the oviduct where fertilization occurs. So what is the function of fallopian tube? If it is asked, you can write fallopian tube is the site where the female egg fuses with the male gamete or the male sperm cell, because when the male gamete is deposited here in the vagina, this is called vagina, okay, cervix, vagina. So when the male gametes are deposited here, they will swim and pass through this and reach up to the oviduct or fallopian tube, and this is the site where the fertilization will occur. So what is the function of oviduct? What is oviduct? Oviduct or fallopian tube is the name of two duct. Duct means tube, which arises from the ovary and connect to the uterus. This is the main body. Pear-shaped organ is called uterus. Now, what is the function of this uterus? It is the place where the fertilized zygote, like once the male and female gamete will fuse here in the fallopian tube, they will move and they will get implanted in the wall of uterus. So function of uterus is, it is the place also known as womb, W-O-M-B. Uterus is also called W-O-M-B, womb, means the place where the embryo develop, the baby grow inside the female's body. That place is called uterus. Okay, so it gets implanted in the wall of the uterus and it will develop into a new baby. So that condition is called pregnancy. Okay, so once again, what are the female reproductive organs? Three organs are there: ovaries, oviduct, uterus. Ovary is the main female sex organ or reproductive organ. The function is, it is first of all, what is the shape? It is almond shaped. It is located on either side of the vertebral column or backbone, and its function is in the pelvic cavity. Pelvic means in the near the stomach region, you can say, not the stomach, in the abdominal region. So in the pelvic cavity, it is located on either side. It is almond shaped and it produces, what is the function? It produces the female gamete called ovum or egg, and the female hormones. Two types of hormones are there: estrogen and progesterone. And why the hormones are needed? The hormones are needed so that it can help to maintain the secondary sexual characters of female. Okay, like the change in the voice or the change in the body shape, or whatever changes occurs in the body of a female at the time of puberty. What is puberty? Puberty is the stage during which a male or female child is capable of producing the gametes so that they can become parents. Now next one is oviduct. Oviduct is the name of these two tubes which arises from the ovary and connect to the uterus. So what is the function of oviduct or fallopian tube? The other name of oviduct is fallopian tube. What is the function? It helps to carry the eggs which are released from the ovary inside, like up to the uterus. But what is the function? of this oviduct? It is the oviduct of the fallopian tube, where the male gamete, that is the sperm cell that is deposited in the vagina travels through the uterus and cervix, and then through the uterus and reaches up to the fallopian tube, where the fertilization occurs. So if it is asked, what is the function of oviduct? The function of oviduct is to carry the eggs released from the ovary to the uterus. And second function is, it is the site of fertilization. It is the place where male and female gamete will fuse to form the zygote. And the last one is uterus. If it is asked, what is the function of uterus? Uterus is a hollow pear-shaped organ. Its wall is very thick. Okay, this wall is very thick due to the development of different types of layers of muscles. And it is also known as womb. And what is the function? It is the place where fertilized egg, that is the zygote, get implanted into the walls of uterus so that it can develop into the embryo, and the embryo, by cell differentiation and cell growth, will result in the formation of fetus, and the fetus will complete its full term of development of 9 months to change into a baby child. Okay, so now what is the function of cervix? Cervix is the mouth of the uterus. You can see it's very narrow, and it opens into the outside through the vagina. Okay, and vagina is the organ, or that part of the female organ, which has two functions. What are they? Number one, birth canal. It is known as birth canal. Why? Because it is through this vagina that the child is born. And the second function is, it receives the male gamete during copulation. Receives male gamete. That is, the sperm cells are deposited here. Okay. So now it's clear. Now we'll move on to the next one. That is the male reproductive organs. Okay, male reproductive organs in the next section. Okay, now the next topic we have to do is the male reproductive organs. You can see the diagram is also drawn on the right hand side, and what are the main organs written on the left hand side. Like number one, first one is testes. Testes are oval or spherical shaped organs which are located in the muscular sac, which is called scrotal sac, that hang outside from the body cavity or from the body. And why it is present in the scrotal sac? Because it helps to regulate the body temperature. Okay, because for the formation and maturation of, not body temperature, for the formation and maturation of sperm cells, that is the male gamete, a temperature of 2 to 3 degrees centigrade lower than the body temperature is required, and that is possible due to the presence of a scrotal sac in which the testis is located. Okay, now what is the function of testis? Two functions, like in males, female also we studied. What is the function of ovary? The function of ovary is to produce the female gamete. So function of testis is the primary, it is called gonad. Testis and ovaries are called gonad. Gonad means the organs that produces the gametes are called gonads. Like testis is the male gonad and ovary is the female gonad. So testis function, two functions are there. Number one, it produces the sperm cell. Okay, that is the male gamete. And the second function is, it produces the male sex hormones, which is known as testosterone. Testosterone. What is testosterone? It is the male sex hormones. Okay, so two functions of testis is there. Where it is present? It is present or located inside the scrotal sac, or the scrotum also we say. Scrotal sac or scrotum. Sometimes we use the word scrotum also. Okay, and inside the testis, if you study in higher classes, there are many chambers like this. Locules are there, which is filled with seminiferous tubules, the small tubules, in which the sperm cells are produced. And once they are produced, they enter inside a tube. The name of this tube is vas deferens. So what is the function of vas deferens? The duct or the tube which carry the sperm cell from the testis to the urethra. Urethra is the name of the tube which passes through the penis or inside the penis, through which it is transferred outside the body. Okay. Now what is vas deferens? It is the name of a duct which carry. So function is vas deferens. Here I have written, you can see VAS, vas deferens. It is the name of a duct which carry the sperm cells from the testis to the urethra. Okay. Now what is the function of urethra? Two functions are there. Number one, to produce, not produce. This is the urethra, it is inside the penis. So it helps to transfer or to pass, for passage of, you can write, for passage of both urine and semen. What is semen? Semen is a, in higher classes you will study, the combination of sperm cell plus the secretion of three types of glands which are shown here. Copper's gland, okay, then bulboidal, Copper's gland, name of the gland, and their secretions which add to the sperm cell. No need, because it's not mentioned in your book, also maybe in the syllabus it's not there. So what is the function of testosterone? It is the male sex hormone which helps in the development of secondary sexual characters in males. So already I have drawn. What you can do as homework is, you can draw the diagram of both male and female reproductive organs as well as the male and female gametes. Okay? And some more questions I will give you at the end. Now one more fact file is there in your book. Do you know that the largest cell, animal cell in the human body is the female egg, and the smallest cell in the human body is the sperm cell, that is the male gamete. Okay? So now what is the size of female gamete? 120 micron meter, whereas in case of male the largest cell is 120 micron meter in diameter. The sperm cell's size is mentioned in a book, 5 micron meter by 3 micron meter. Okay, so dimensions is also mentioned. Now next topic which we have to do is fertilization. Okay, after that we'll complete this topic, fertilization now. Okay, now the next topic which we have to read is fertilization. What is fertilization? It is the fusion. Definition is fusion means mixture of male gamete. So what is male gamete? You know, male gamete is known as sperm cells with the female gamete. Female gamete is called eggs. To form, now once the fusion is done, it forms a cell which is called zygote. Okay. Now where does fertilization occurs? It occurs in oviduct or fallopian tube. Oviduct or fallopian tube. Now, after the release of male gamete or the sperm, it remains, like once the eggs are released from the ovary, for 12 to 24 hours, it will remain active. That is, the egg cells can, if it meets with the sperm cells, that is the male gamete, it will cause fertilization. It will result in the formation of zygote. So I will draw the diagram also like so. This is the sperm cell plus egg cell. When they fuse, this zygote is produced. Okay, sperm cell, egg cell, zygote, and now this zygote, it is a diploid cell which is formed by the fusion of male and female gamete. The cells will divide and differentiate. Differentiate means they will carry out different types of functions, and it will form a mass of cells which is known as, like different stages of development of embryo is here, like morula, blastula, gastrula. So it will form the embryo, and now the embryo, it will undergo full term of development, that is 280 days or 9 months, and change into the baby. The baby can be the male child or the female child. Okay, so this much only. We have completed this lesson. Okay, now what you have to do is, some questions are there which I will give you. I will click the photo and give, and after that we can start with the exercises. So once you watch the video, you must write your name in the comment section so that we can come to know that how many of you are serious about studies and how many of you are watching the videos and the lessons. So with this we have completed chapter 2. Now only exercises are left which we can do in the next week or in the next class. But along with this, you prepare for your test also, because this week only I will take test, most probably on Friday or Saturday I will take. So read yourself this chapter too and prepare for the test. Thank you.